Hi guys, welcome to the Cambridge Way. It's Lori in Starbucks. It's Saturday, March 14th, and I just picked up my order from Cross My Heart Limited. It's a needlework store here in Columbus, and I went a little nutso inside, but that's okay. I ordered Little House Needlework Kringles. I'm super excited about this. It's a Christmas one, and it will be 12 3/4 inches by 15 3/8 if I do it on 30 count. Parisian gray. We'll see. It's not going to get done right now. But I also ordered the floss pack to go with it. Normally I would go with DMC. This is something I'm not starting right away. I want to practice my stitching. It's just a bunch of little tiny ones that are pieced together. So that's exciting. Yeah, it was $74 for this kit. But it's worth it. It's a Christmas piece and I'm going to hang on my wall. And then I picked up by Hands On Design, Boo Chockful. Has these two, but it also comes with the, what is this, twill? Like a pumpkin twill to do the decorations. And then the only other thing I picked up, I'm doing the suffrage act, and I needed this. I wanted a tonal for her dress, and this is antique lace, 5 yards. You're not going to see it, but it's like a gray white, but it's nice and tonal. So I picked up that. Yeah, so I'm excited. This project here will be for when I go to the retreat. I will work on that. So that is everything. I'm getting started. I'm going to go home and show you some haul. I dyed some more fabric. I'm eating chocolate. I dyed some more fabric, and I don't normally eat chocolate because I am diabetic, but I'm just a little stressed out with what's going on. So I grabbed a piece of dark chocolate. That will help. And my coffee. Take you home. I got to finish at home. I have almost finished at home, and I'm having a new start today. And I'll show you everything I put together for my new start, and then we'll get it started. Okay, everybody, I'm back home. I did one finish, two finish. Neither one are fully finished, but I'll show you. And then I want to show you my next start. I don't have a lot of whips going. It's just not my nature, but I will have 2 going after today, which I'm okay with. So first, let's look at finishes. The first tiny little finish I did was this egg here. Now the pattern called for like all kinds of pastels, but I don't want, this is not what I'm going for this project. So I have this egg, and those are practicing French knots. They're not perfect, but I don't care. That doesn't bother me. I'm practicing, and this is a good, like practice piece. So I will trim this down. It gets backed with this shirting. So all of the Easter that I'm doing are being backed in this, and that's what's going to kind of tie them together, and they're going to be little pillows, and they will go into a basket. This will probably get finished this weekend. I just need to cut it and sew it, which I actually have my sewing machine out, so that's perfect. My big finish and my very first ever cross stitch is done. My black cat. And I think I did darn good for a first time, if I don't say so myself. Are there mistakes in here? Sure. The beauty of this as a first project is the spacing. If they're off by a stitch or 2, that's okay. No big deal. I love it. I'm missing a stitch? No, I don't know. I was looking at on his chest here. I don't know if I missed a row. I don't think so. but he's done. I had a coworker bring me 2 frames, and neither one he will fit in. This is pretty fairly big. Finished. I have my mat here. If I do, I have a cutting mat down. So from the tip of his paw to the tip of his tail is 10 inches across. And then from the tip of his paw again to the bottom is about 9. So he's pretty big. About 9 inches tall, but 10 inches wide from here to here. So I need probably an 11 by 14 frame. Maybe an 8 by 10 is not going to cut it. I need an 11 by 14. And then I can mat it if I want. But I'm going to frame this one myself. It's, you know, it's a first. I could make a pillow out of it too, but I really want to hang it on the wall in my bedroom. So that is my 2 finishes. I have some stash, and I wanted to show you kind of how I organize things. And then I bought a magazine. I don't know if I showed you this the last time. I might have. But there is a couple charts in here that I really want to do. I like it because it's winter. There's a couple fall things. I really think I'm going to subscribe to this mag. Hi, Alex. That's Alex. If I didn't mention, I have 2 cats. Alex is my house panther. He's solid black. He is 5, they think. I've had him since 2017. He was 3 years old, they think. He was a stray, and we got him fixed. Come on. Come here. The peoples, they want to say hi. Oh, he is a big boy. He came to me not a big boy, but he likes to eat. Can you say hi? Mm-hmm. That's Alex. And then my tuxedo cat is Wellington, and he is 12 today. Today's his birthday, March 14th. Just in case you wanted to know. Anyway, I think this is a great value. Maybe not so much buying it monthly, but a subscription is $24.98 for 1 year. So I'm going to do that just because I think there's a lot of cute littles in there. Now, I'm trying to get my stuff organized, and so I'll show you what I bought. I was at the Dollar Tree. If you ever watch my other channel, which is My Crazy Life, I'm at the Dollar Tree all the time. I do a lot of hauls. But I got these little boxes at the Dollar Tree, and we're in the teacher section. And there's no separations in them, which is what I like. And they're clear. So I grabbed a bunch. I might have to get some more if I see them. But what is in, and then I picked up a 4-pack of these little, in the Crafter Square section, and they hold little doodahs, and they fit perfect in here. So in this one I have some charms that I bought, lobster claws, some jump rings, and look at this, I got to hang on something. Oh. And then I grabbed some book rings, and I keep my magnets in here. So that just kind of keeps all that stuff together. The hardware. And then in my second one is going to be all of my trims. Labels. But I have a little dimensions kit I want to start. So like some trims that I have, some sequins, some other trims. I know I've showed all this to you. So I'm keeping all of that in these, and then I'm going to stack them on a shelf behind me, and they will be nice and tidy. So I like to know exactly where my stuff is. Now, I bought something, and I think I showed you this before, but I'm getting ready to figure out how to hang it. It's a magnifying glass on a charm that I can hang on a necklace, and when I need to magnify something. So I don't know if I've mentioned, but I'm very farsighted, so sometimes I have a hard time seeing the stitches if I don't have enough magnify or light. So I thought that's perfect, and it was regularly, I think, $12.99. I got it half price, and it's pretty heavy. So I grabbed that. But at the Dollar Tree, I grabbed this magnifier, but watch, it lights up. So if I'm trying to work and maybe my light's a little sketchy, it's a magnifier and has a LED light at the bottom. So I grabbed that to keep in my kit as well. And then the last things I picked up at the Dollar Tree were just some fun decorative beads. What I really like are these tiny ones. I needed them for a project that I haven't done yet, but I was collecting things. So I grabbed some beads. For $1, you get, in the same color family, you know, 6 different beads of all different sizes. So those are fun, just to maybe embellish or to hang on things. Then I was at Michael's in the clearance section, and look what I found. These little trims that I can put on my pillows for Easter, spring. Like, isn't that super fun? And it's pretty thin, and it's a nice thing, a nice cut. And then there's one here in the blue, and these are just little, they were $1.29. There's 4 yards, and they're just little tiny accent trims. And then this one I think will be super fun. It's velour. It's like a velvet pink ombre. These were all $1.29. And then this one I can't wait to use on something. Maybe on my egg. I don't know. We'll have to see. So these will go into my a little embellishment box. So I have a variety of things right now to use when I decorate, when I do my finishes for the little pillows and stuff. So like I said, I will put these on a shelf. Then, oh, I gotta put that away. I was holding off on starting this. I really wasn't super happy with the fabric choice I made. I love the color, and this is just 16 count Ada from Joann, and I tea coffee dyed it, and I showed you how I did that. And I like it. I don't know if I like the big holes that I'm looking at. The weave of the fabric. I think it has its place, but it's not what I wanted for this project that I'm getting ready to start today. So, what do you do? Last night I ran into Hobby Lobby, and I bought, it's Artiste brand 28 count even weave ivory. It's a 15 by 18 inch piece by Zweigart. It was $5.99, and it was just the off-white, which is fine. But then I brought it home and did a different technique, and I'm going to show you now that I've finished it and I like it, with some coffee. Just coffee. I took instant coffee from the dollar store, and I put it in like a condiment cup, and I just put enough water to create this really thick paste. And then I pasted it. I like wrinkled it up, and I pasted it on the high parts, put it in the oven, and I burnt it. I'm not gonna lie, it scared me. Took it out. Now I do wash it after. And it was super dark, but when I washed it, I got this, and I like it. I think it turned out really well. Some, you know, modeling on there, which is of course what I was looking for. And then I just straight stitched and zigzagged, because I found that with this even weave, these little strings were coming out pretty readily, and I was getting ready to like fray this whole piece of fabric. So next time I'll probably sew it first. But I just did a straight stitch and then a tight zigzag for it. So that's the fabric. This is the bag. This is going to be for all my primitive Americana type, for now, that I made. And the inside is white on white. So my next project that I'm going to start here in a minute, I've got threads everywhere and a cat, is a red cottage by Plum Street Sampler. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? I think that's going to be a perfect, I don't think this is a sampler, but maybe, I don't know. But I think this is going to be adorable. And one of the reasons that I didn't want to use Ada is this little tiny house here is 1/1. And I didn't know how to do that with Ada. So I was like, I need linen. So I made it. Then I took the pattern and I photocopied it, because I don't work off of originals. I like to write on my patterns. So I made a copy size by size. I won't show you the front, but then I quartered it. So it's evenly quartered. It's like, this thing is like 100 stitches by 100 stitches. So it's not going to be big. Then I cut out the quarters and took the quarters and enlarged them, if you can see here. Oh, here they are. I enlarged them 200%. And then I cut them out, and I have labeled everything with an arrow, what is up and which chart this is, because I can't really, the little print drives me nuts here. This won't show you much of the pattern, but that's how big of the grid I blew it up to. So I have 4 sheets. I'll start with one. One starts right here, this tree. Oops, lies. It starts here, this tree, and I will 1, 2, move up here, 3, and 4. So I basically made it like a 4 chart, even though it's 1, but I wanted it enlarged. So 1, 2, this quarter, 1. So it'll be this flower, half the house. And then the other one is half the house, another flower. The last thing I'm going to do is that tree, or is that little tiny cottage. But I'll go around, and then I'll go back to this cottage. And then I can write on these copies because that's all they are photocopies. The little quarters, I'll just stick in the pattern, and I'll have them if I decide to do it again. I can, you know, maybe with a different color. I don't know. But I will have them. I'm just sticking these in here to blow up for my next project. And I just use my copier in black and white. So I have the pattern, because that's kind of important, right? And then the last thing on this one I needed was my floss. So I got the book things. I bought this super cute charm. I just think that is so pretty. Just to hang, nothing spectacular. And I'm doing this in DMC. But what I did, it's only 7 colors, and look at that palette. It's so earthy. But what I did, I made these thread drops. I have just punches. So this is a tag punch from Fiskars, and then that punch to make this hole is a 0.6 inch. And I think it's perfect. So I put DMC, I put the color, and then I drew for the chart, the key. So this is that symbol on the key. And I did that for each color. So when I'm ready to start, I'll know exactly what colors I need. And since there's only 7, you know, this seems easy compared to my first project. It had 24 colors. So there, and I've already got everybody attached in the length that I like to work with. It'll be 2/2. And yeah. So I have my floss ready, my hoops downstairs. I have my fabric. I'm just going to measure in like 2.5 inches and 2.5 inches, do a mark, and then start in from there is what I'm going to do. And I'll just use a pencil. And I have my, like I said down here, you can't see it, but I have my quilter's mat. And I think 2.5 and 2.5 is good, because then I'll go in a few more inches, or a few, you know, a few stitches up and in to get into about the 3-inch border. But this will be plenty of fabric to do that. So that is it. My little matching Notions pouch. I love this pouch. It just screams summer to me. I love it. And the inside, I used the navy. It's supposed to be like a burlap. And then I have in here my needle minder book and a little pair of scissors that need their case. I did make them a case. So if you're looking for like charms and beads and stuff, Hobby Lobby always has them 50% off. So I just sewed that, and this matches for my, and it's just felt to keep in here and anything else I might need. Like right now I'm washing my hands so much. I'm keeping this, which is Lachey lotion bar. This is in Winterberry. I've had this for a couple years. It has not dried up at all. It's nice. And the beauty is when I rub it in, I can go downstairs and start stitching. No problems. Yeah. So that's my first project. The other project I'm doing, I have showed you before. I haven't started it, but it's going to be the black cat that has the beading and the specialty stitches, and it'll be a little Christmas ornament or pillow. Hence, I have the black cats. But I haven't I've purchased all of the supplies for it. I just haven't started it, and I'm not sure if I'm doing it on Ada or not. I need to kind of evaluate that. I definitely want it on a white background because it's the black cat. Actually, a gray background would be super nice. All right, everybody. Well, that is everything. I hope you enjoy. And if you have any questions, post them below. But please subscribe, like, share, and I will talk to y'all later.